Chi. One is the standard sort of Qigong formula. And we see it in all Qigong practices and Tai Chi practices. The idea that Jing, or essential raw energy, produces Qi. So you could say raw hormonal energy produces vital energy that animates us. And this Qi nourishes the Shen. This is a classical, or spirit. Shen is usually translated as spirit. So the Jing, Qi, Shen formula. Jing produces Qi, Qi nourishes Shen. Another thought that comes to my mind when I think about spirit in Tai Chi is a treatise by Yang Fu. Yang Fu wrote, didn't write, but he narrated something that was passed down to us in writing. And he said, I think a very critical thing for Tai Chi practitioners, and that is that it's important to focus on the Shen, on the spirit, not on the Qi. And this is a very strong admonishment in his teaching. And it comes up with other teachers as well. So that's...
Well, I think Shen is a really important aspect that in training, that ultimately is what we all want to achieve. And that's why in competition, at the end of the day, is we want to see whether that's in present. Although it's really hard to find, but when it's in present, you can feel it. It is in somebody's practice. It's really something that really strikes you, and that posture, and that coordination, that quality of concentration, that intention, the clarity of everything, and it just all, in such a good sort of a completeness, the wholeness. It strikes you. It makes an instant. You can't take your eye. It just, it's like watching any sportsmanship, even at a really top quality. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. And they all have Shen in our Chinese side. They all have Shen in every sport. The highest, the highest stage, if you like, of training is to get to that, the spirit, to get to that pure spirit of completeness. Everything just spot on. And that is Shen. That is Shen. And that's sort of going through stages, previous what Sam said. But really, we're going through the shape of the body first. Is the body movement first initially. So we're copying and following and sort of imitate. So 调, we call it 调身. 调身 is adjusting the body. 身 is the body. Adjusting 调身. And then the next stage is 调气. 调气. Adjusting the breathing, or qi inside. 调气. The next stage, 调心. 心 is the heart, the mind and heart. And the next stage is 神. 神. Yeah, when you go through your training, sort of from the body stage, just nothing else. Just make sure your foot in the right place, hands in the right place, and sort of a physical level, very surface, just on the surface of it. And then gradually to go deeper and go reach inside to the connection to the body. And that will allow Qi to sink into the center, into the center. And when the Qi settles in, then you have the mind settled, focused and clear, allowing you what to do, to stay focused. And, the more you practice, the more you do, and you reach to a level that just every element is just coming together. And that is Shen. Whatever you do, you could be writing calligraphy and still have that quality, that really attractiveness, that whole involvement, that wholeness. That is Shen. That comes to my mind.
Well, actually, I was what came to my mind as Marianne was, grasping for an approach to this was that she didn't seem to have any problem expressing it in her movement. It was something that I really took note of when she was doing her form, and she was absolutely there in the moment. Everything was focused. It wasn't just about going through the motions. She was totally centered and aligned, I felt, watching you move. And I was quite captivated by her form. And I think it's very much like what Faye just said. It was like, she's in the zone. That's interesting. That's interesting. What would that feel like to be inside of that right now? You know, inside of that place of experience. So I felt that whether that was a difficult thing to discuss for some people, it's possible just to be in it. So.